Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Welcome, beloved devotees, namaskar, and a very special good evening in the Thursday evening session to all of us. And as we keep on taking this journey together, all of us, we are so excited. It's so lovely to share this wonderful depth of the information which keep coming on our way as we keep going deeper and deeper into the supreme Vedanta. Veda, Anta. Veda knowledge, Anta, end. And most people say, Vedanta Nama Upanishada Pramana. Through the Upanishad, you understand the Vedanta. But this Vedanta is not the end of knowledge. Apparent meaning is that. Veda, Anta, apparent. But this Anta in the Vedanta is not end. It is the cutting edge of a sword, cutting edge of a knife. That is Anta. Sharp. And it cuts through all what? Not you and me, but yours and my ignorance. And takes us to the wisdom, to the light of knowledge. And you know what? The last Sunday we had some wonderful session, then the Sunday before that, and 2-3 times this question came about and again, and we were talking about it. Wonderful discourses. Attend those of you who are missing out, or go to the YouTube and listen to it. And Sir Vijay came out with this question, wonderful question, deep-rooted question. And the question was, see, we can understand that the metaphor between the consciousness and the reflective consciousness, that consciousness is lighting up the reflective consciousness, and reflective consciousness is in the mind. So the mind is getting lit up by the consciousness, like the sun is lighting up the moon. And moon in the dark night is sending the light into this earth, this world around, to see the world. The metaphor here is consciousness lighting up the reflective consciousness, which is the mind, which mind through the brain, through the 5 senses, is collecting the whole world and bringing the world to you and me. Understood? So the question was, we can understand this part of it, but how to go from reflected consciousness, from this mind, how do I go to that consciousness which is I? I am that. Aham Brahmasmi. How do I understand that? So we talked about a lot, and I kept reflecting on it. Our talking point was that the first mistake that we do is trying to understand I is who? Consciousness. Try to understand the consciousness through intellect, through memory, through mind, through ego. We beautifully discuss all this. So that is a mistake. All right, it's a mistake. Okay, very good. But the question still remains, how do I do it? So we also talked about utilization of the 4 yogas: Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Raja Yoga, understand through the breath various postures, regulations of ayama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. In samadhi, you go beyond no mind. You become no mind, beyond mind. When you are no mind, and we discussed that you realize that you have reached that state, it is still intellectual. Meaning, the question was that I cannot still understand it. This is what everybody was saying. I cannot just comprehend it. Why? Because we are trying to understand through our knowledge, through our intellect. You cannot. Consciousness, Brahman is infinite, it's beyond all dimensions. But I kept thinking there has to be a beautiful way. So thank you, Vijay, and I did find a beautiful answer. And this is no less than the question, who am I? And we refer to in my search of Paramahansa Ramakrishna's choicest of his message to the disciples. And Swami Brahmananda, his Manas Putra, his spiritual son, his left arm, right arm was Vivekananda, left arm was Brahmananda. Brahmananda wrote only one book, the first president of Ramakrishna Mission, only wrote this one little book. Can you see this? And Swami Ashokananda, one of the great masters, the enlightened masters of Ramakrishna Paramahansa, he said that one day this book will be in everyone's pocket in the world. This is the masterpiece. And this book is in English translated in the words of Master. And in this is Ramakrishna Upadesh. This is the Brahmananda. And I'll just read out the first one. This book is, by the way, by looking at the torn and tattered state, you can make out this is in my pocket all the time. Hearing that, and I heard it from the mouth of Swami Sarvapriyananda. He was quoting Ashokananda, and I learnt it from him. So here, it is Upadesha goes, this is in Bengali print, and the words of the master is in English print. It is translated in many languages now, but here, I just read out on the first one in Bengali. Paramahansa Ramakrishna is saying in this book, Manush নিজেকে জানতে পারলে ভগবানকে চিনবে. Meaning what? The moment mankind, the human being, recognizes himself, he will recognize and discover God. So this morning we were having a session with our teachers, and I wrapped onto this. You remember this? We talked about a very famous Vedantic Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. It struck me. How is it connected with this? What does it say? The famous Upanishad sloka says, Purna, meaning the complete, the wholeness. If you take away Purna from Purna, if I take away some water from this glass will have less water and it will go on to somewhere else. So it will reduce. But this sloka says, when you take Purna away from Purna, Purna alone remains. The completeness is taken from completeness, and yet the mystery of the mystery is completeness alone remains. So wonderful, so powerful. Now, apply it in yours and mine. What did Ramakrishna Paramahansa tell Vivekananda and the other disciples? When man recognizes himself or herself, a woman, you will recognize God. Now, this Purna, from consciousness, everything in this universe is consciousness, as per our Vedantic understanding, and we've been talking about it from Mandukya Upanishad and Taittiriya Upanishad. In other words, we are also consciousness. You are conscious right now, otherwise you cannot see me, hear me, touch, taste, learn, feel, enjoy, have fun, nothing. If I'm unconscious in coma, or the biggest unconscious state is injected, operating state table waiting to be operated, nothing of the world is with me, I'm totally gone. But the consciousness is the one which makes us realize this world. It is not that when I am unconscious, my consciousness is not there, it is there. So here, the master is saying that when you start to, the answer to Vijayasa was what? Start inquiring, who am I? Start the search deeper and deeper. And when a human being realizes what he or she is, she will discover God, that consciousness. Remember the very famous story? Sri Ram asked Hanumanji, what do you think of me? And Sri Ram is who? Supreme consciousness, Rama. No? And Hanuman answering Rama, Deha buddheya dasoham. When I think of myself as a body, like you and I do, I am your servant. Jiva buddheya tadam sakha. When I think of myself as the body, name, form, sentient being, that is all. Name, form, mind, function, appointment. I am your part. Atma buddhya, Hanumanji is telling Rama, Tyameva aham. When I look at myself as the consciousness, as the spirit, as the soul, you and I are not separate. So where are you and I making mistake? We try to look at ourselves as the body, or as the mind, or as the jiva. So we look at ourselves, God is great, I am too small. But Atma Buddhya, when I look at myself as the spirit, as the soul, as the consciousness, you and I are not separate. We are one. This is what Hanumanji's statement. Now this Purnamada Purnamidam, apply it. Come on, beautiful. I have taken away Purna consciousness from Purna. What remains? Purna. What comes? Purna. So you and I are taken from that supreme consciousness, which is why we say Aham Brahmasmi. Though Paramahamsa Ramakrishna continuing to explain, if you investigate, this is for all of us understand with a beautiful question from Vijay sir. If we start vichara, Sanskrit word, investigating, who is this me? Who am I? You will find this bone, this hand, this flesh, this blood, this heart, this lung. Which one am I? And Paramahamsa Ramakrishna and the Vedantic knowledge goes ahead and he's saying, you will find there is nothing. And when you find nothing, that is called the beyond the no mind state. And that is Ishvara. Giving a beautiful example, Paramahamsa Ramakrishna. He's saying, if you keep opening an onion, I remember as childhood, we used to do this. We used to peel onion for mother, and we used to keep peeling, curiosity, what is inside? Where's the seed? And we used to peel, and inside used to be nothing. It was a hole, nothing there. Have you all done it? And that time we used to ask mother, where is the seed of the onion? We used to think there should be some seed. There is nothing. But this is what Paramahamsa Ramakrishna said. This peeling away the onion is like peeling away. Have you ever realized that I say this is my hand? This hand can never say, hello, I am here, how are you today, Mr. Robbin Ghosh? I say this hand, this is my body. Now look, Ramakrishna is saying, I can say this cloth, this is my cloth. I know it is not me. So he is saying, whatever you experience, it is not I. I experience, let's say, this book. I know I'm not this book. I'm experiencing this ring. I'm experiencing this little cover. I know this is not me. I know I'm not this cloth. But, which is this me? I land up by making the stupidest mistake, Vrantijan. Remember last Sunday's talk? This is me. Me. Can't you see me? That's the mistake. I'm not this body. I'm not this mind. I'm not the intellect. I'm not the ego. I'm not the memory. Mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankar, na aham. Chidananda rupoham, shivoham, shivoham. I am that supreme. And just think, ultimate reality is that Brahman, limitless, infinite, is Ishvara, God, existence. Talk in any religion, supreme, all religions, sarva dharmasya, all religion ends to that one, infinite. And which is who? As per Advaita Vedanta, you. So we go ahead and understand, inquiry into yourself. We say this is I am this body. As per Vedanta, this body is called Annamaya Kosha. There used to be a very famous Italian actress in Hollywood, Greta Garbo. She used to say, you like this body, this is beautiful body, all I am is that pasta. She used to say, it's true. What you eat is who you are. Have you noticed how the lions, tigers, wolves, the leopards, the hyenas in the cage, how they are restless, how their body is stinking? What you eat is who you are. There's a restless energy. Look at a cow, look at a buffalo, look at a giraffe. They're gently swaying, calm, tremendous strength in the elephant, but calm, just wagging his tail, wagging his ear. And the modification of the food is the body. Body, a grandfather is saying, I remember, I used to sit in my grandfather's lap. Many of you may be doing it. And today, I have my grandson on my lap. Same, I have remained. Body has changed from the baby to teenager to adult to growing age and older and now very old. But I have remained same. Changing and not changing cannot be the same. Nirvikara is not changing. Savikara is changing. Changing and not changing cannot be the same. More and more data I'm going to give it to you on the Sunday. I'll give you one more for your food for thought and think for some question. Drashta and Drishya. Whatever I witness is not me. I witness this book. I know this book is not me. I witness this body. I can taste it, I can smell it, I can taste it, I can touch it, I can feel it. It is not me. Because I experience the body. I experience, even if I'm hungry, rumbling of the stomach also tells me I am there. That body is there. I experience my love, hatred, anger, jealousy, greed, small-mindedness, pettiness. I know that is not me. That's my mind, my application, like an app at a mobile or a computer. And it goes on. Savikara, Nirvikara. Nirvikara is whatever you can changing cannot be unchanging. Meaning, I have remained constant. Body is changed. From this morning itself, how much has our mind changed? Look, if changing, a child is running past, a man is running past, you're sitting, so you are not changing. And changing is the running man or the child. You hold on to that. Either you will move with that man or the child, or the child will stop. So changing and not changing cannot be the same. Next, drashta and drishya. Whatever I can see cannot be the seen, and the seer cannot be same. They're both different. Meaning, I cannot see the eye. I can see myself only in the mirror, but that's my image. It's not this face. It's the image of this face. I cannot see myself. The I am the seer. I is the seer. Whatever in the world I see is drishya, cannot be drashta. I cannot be any one of these. I is that Rama, that beautiful Purnamada, Purnamidam. And you and I are that power. Come, let's delve into it. And I wish you good luck with a happy journey. And coming Sunday, come on in. You can tap into those of you not within the reachable across the ocean. Come, you're welcome to join us through the internet. I'll send it to you